By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into another episode of Jedi Talk, a top 10 episode. You know it's a top 10er because the big fat ginger started the episode. And here on Jedi Talk, the full council is here to talk top 10 Star Wars vehicles, ships, you name it. We're going to rank it. So let's start with the man immediately across from me, across from the Jedi table with the Stormtrooper helmet, the Metallica pick, and a big old bottle of Bacardi.
Woo!
The one, the only, Brad Hughes. Brad, how the fuck are you?
I'm good, dude. I'm ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a fun one.
Woo, yeah.
This is something I recommended.
You did.
And you said before, does anyone have any honorable mentions? And I said no, but I lied. I do have one honorable mention.
You have one. Okay.
Just one. But I'm ready for this. This is going to be fun.
Thank you.
Perfect.
We've got some honorable mentions to come, but to Brad's right is man, the myth, the legend, Evie T. Boucher. Evan, how the fuck are you today, sir?
Hello there. I honestly just about forgot to say that. I don't know why. But
Whoa.
I have a feeling we're going to see a pod racer or two from somebody over around here.
Can I just say your shirt is on point?
I love this shirt.
I love it too. I have it, and I
Yeah,
don't even know where it is.
Oh, no. You got to find it.
I gotta find it. I love that shirt. That shirt's the shit.
Or you know what we can do? We can just take our coasters and glue them to a T-shirt.
Ooh,
And you'll have it. It's right there.
I could like cosplay as a guy wearing that shirt.
Yeah. Or you could cosplay.
Cosplay as Evan.
Yeah.
You just get a goatee.
Cosplay as the table.
Sit
As the
in
table at
Oga's all
Oga's.
day.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
No, if people, no one's watching this because we don't record it.
Right.
Evan's got the Oga's Cantina coaster shirt on. It looks fucking dope.
With the
That is
only
cool.
coasters we've got in 2 whole years. We need new coasters.
We do need new
Halcyon's
coasters.
giving us new coasters. Not
Yeah.
giving us. They're selling us new coasters.
Selling
But-
us new coasters?
Yeah, they're for sale. It was that same picture that had the cup that you and I won.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was right
the
next
metal
to 'em.
coasters.
Those metal coasters.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
understandable. That's a metal.
Yeah.
That's not a cardboard thing to
Yeah.
Right.
help
I'll be
help a
buying
server
those.
out. I'll
You
be
best
buying those too.
believe I'd
Those
be
are dope.
buying
Those are dope.
So,
But so this is going to be a good one. This is the top 10 vehicle, ships, and stuff in Star Wars. So who's got the least amount of honorable mentions? I think it's me, actually.
You.
I'll do 2. So
I'm going to sneak 3 in.
We'll
Three.
go
So
1,
I
2,
have
3.
1, 2, 3. So
Yeah. Do
start.
it.
We'll start with, and then I'll start the top 10.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah,
Sure.
rotate around.
Cool.
Yeah.
My only one that I have is my number 11 is the Halcyon,
Ooh.
because I'm really excited for the Halcyon, but I don't know enough about it to have it in my list. It was one of those things where I was like, if I come off this and this really sucks, I'm going to hate it.
Yeah.
So I'm being like cautiously optimistic with this one, but
Right.
just the excitement that I feel in this room right now from all of us talking about it on the last episode, like
Yeah.
I'm so jazzed
And
for this.
every day in our group text. It's like
Yo.
literally every
Yeah,
day.
we talk
Yeah.
about it every day, all day. I mean, like I'm so excited for it, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that excitement is going to pay off.
Right.
So we'll have to see what happens. But so that's why I put it as my number 11 for that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The 2 coolest things we know, one we just learned like yesterday, is that its maiden voyage was 2x2.
Yeah, which is cool.
And we learned a month or 2 ago that it's from the High Republic era. Like those are the 2 coolest things. And that's
They got to put those comic books out before
Hopefully.
this starts.
I
So
All right.
feel
so.
like
I hope we can
don't-
buy
they
them
should
on the
have
Halcyon.
started. That would have been dope.
If so, I'll buy them there. Like I'll buy
Yep,
them.
I'll buy 'em there, too.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
All right.
What
What's
if
your
there's an
honorable
exclusive
mentions?
cover
Evans?
there? That'd be dope.
Yes.
There better be.
That
Oh,
would be
man.
sick.
Easy money. Easy money is all I'm saying.
Everyone would buy that. Go ahead.
I got 2 of them for you, 2 honorable mentions. One ties into the High Republic because I think it fits that era perfectly, and it fits as a great new addition to Star Wars. I like the Jedi Vector. I like those ships. You have to have your lightsaber as like a key to turn it
Oh,
on.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And there's not like a million buttons. It's like you do most of it just through the Force. There's like
That's right.
a joystick and a couple buttons. That's it. I think it's perfect. I think it really fits Star Wars perfect.
I agree.
And it was hard to pick from a bunch of other honorable mentions I could have done, but I think the Republic gunships that we see in the prequels are super iconic. That sound that they make when they're like hovering over, and just the fact that they're in the entire Clone Wars. It's just there's something that's really iconic, I feel like.
Okay.
And they're basically just like a drop ship or like a helicopter in Vietnam or whatever, but they're just different enough that that's like not a helicopter, but it's a Star Wars helicopter.
Yeah. Totally
That's a great one. It's not on my
Yeah.
list,
Yeah, I love that
but
one.
that's a solid one.
I've always wanted like the Lego one they make, but it's too expensive. So one day.
One day.
one day.
for Christmas next year.
No, probably not. It's
No
like-
Halcyon next
like
year, so I'll be
$500.
able to make it rain on you, motherfuckers.
Or maybe we're
Just
going
make
back
it
to the Halcyon
rain,
again
make it
next year. You know?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
That's our Christmas gift next year. I just buy the Halcyon.
There
for
you
everyone
go.
Again.
Yeah, sheesh.
Buy for your family. Like this is
After
what
everyone's
Santa
canceled
brings.
and it's not
Yeah.
expensive anymore, it's $80 a week.
Yeah, they dropped the price. Special this week.
Yeah.
That might happen. All right, Tom, what's
My
your
honorable mentions, and I'm kind of going hard with some big ones here. Razor Crest ends up on my honorable mention. Yeah, it's definitely worthy to be in the top 10, but it
100%.
just
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Razor Crest is right. I think we deserve to get more out of it, so that's probably why he lands on an honorable mention.
I want that one more than I want the Jabba's Barge TV.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
That HasLab was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They could have even just made a Black Series Razor Crest
Yeah.
and
You know
just
what we didn't talk
expanded
about
it.
much, though? The Boba Fett trailers they've been putting out.
Oh, you're right.
It was funny that they had a shot of them looking down over a cage. And it's like, what are they looking down on in this
The
cage?
Rancor.
No, it's a
Hazlab.
bunch of bones and a cardboard cutout.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they're looking
I
at.
love
I
that
saw
meme.
that comment, yeah.
Honestly, though, the latest trailer was the best trailer they put out to me.
Yeah, agreed.
The other trailers, I was like, all right, whatever.
Do you see
But
the
this
one that
last
looks
trailer,
like-
I had
the
goosebumps.
one-
I was like, oh my god, like
the one that looks like he's at Tashi Station. Have
yes,
you seen that?
Yes. When
You
he
see
shows
that?
up in the
Oh.
tattered
Yeah, I've been
clothes.
kind of not purposely avoiding it, but I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's when he first
I'm
shows
like
up in
ready.
the tattered clothes.
I'm
and he's like,
ready
You've
for it to
essentially
just-
got 8 hours of stuff. They're not gonna
Yeah.
ruin
I know.
the whole show.
I
in
know
2
they're
minutes,
not. I know
but-
they're
I love the voiceover. It's the same stuff he already told us in Mando, but he's like, left for dead on the sons of Tatooine. Like,
Yeah, I know they're
it's
not going to
great.
give anything, but it's
It's
like, I want to go in dark.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm with
good.
you.
I want to go in
I'm
dark.
done watching it.
Yeah.
They've released a lot of TV spots lately.
Oh,
Yeah.
Enough's
a
enough.
ton. Yeah.
Enough's enough.
Yeah.
Your basic Star Destroyer ends up as an honorable mention
Nice.
for me.
Nice.
I mean, how could you not? And then we kind of debated about this one, but I had to put it as an honorable mention because of how fucking cool it was. It used to be a planet, but Starkiller Base. I know it's not necessarily a vehicle per se. It's like a
We
planetary
debated about this
station.
for a hot minute.
It's a weapon.
It's a-
but
It's a weapon.
That's
it's
why
a
it's also
station.
not.
That's
It's
why it-
not a vehicle. I mean,
No.
they
it does move through space,
Right.
exactly.
but they can't
so
control the movement. But
It's one of those things where it was
Yeah.
iffy. We talked about it. I said I
Right.
wouldn't be mad
Hey,
if he put
you
on
know
your
what it's
list.
called? though?
Honorable mention.
It's called Spaceship Earth.
See, but here's the thing.
Earth is a spaceship. So
Here's the
therefore-
thing, and this was my basis for the argument that it is somewhat a vehicle.
Yeah.
Remember in A New Hope, Obi-Wan's approaching the original Death Star, and he said, "That's no moon, that's a space station."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space stations can move,
Yeah.
so it has to have some sort of movement.
I don't think they can control the movement.
I don't think they control it, but it has.
Right.
It's not. It's
It's
not
a planet. It orbits.
It's a planet, but they've hollowed it out and made it mechanical.
Yeah.
So parts of it are not a planet. So
Right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
get why. I
Yeah.
thought this was going to be on your list, not your honorable mentions.
I love how he
Just
always
because of how we
thinks out
talked
of the
about it.
box. I never would have thought about that. Man.
It's Obi-Wan, dude. If
Nice.
it wasn't for Obi-Wan, I would be kind of like no, but like it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
he made the distinction, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to honor that.
Yeah.
That's
All
why
right.
it ends up on our
He's
list.
Space Jesus for crying out loud.
He
you
is
know?
Space
You gotta-
Jesus.
All right, Brad, you want to
Absolutely.
slap that 10 on us?
My number 10, and this is something that should be no surprise to anyone sitting in this room because it's actively in view of everyone, is Infus Nest Speeder. I love
hell yeah.
the look of it. I bought the
Harley.
Black Series one.
It's like a Harley bike. She's
Dude,
on.
it's
like-
so dope. It's
Yeah.
say what you want about the Solo movie. I think
I say it's good. That's
character-
what I say.
I don't like it. It's
actually,
very,
you know, I don't think
like
he's
all
a
the night
great
and really
Han
go,
Solo.
love.
How do you take such an iconic character as Indiana Jones who fucked me in my sleep when I was 6,
Mom,
and he
bring
used
me
to
a
whip
peanut
to
butter and
choke me
jelly
while I
sandwich,
came,
Mom.
and make someone as lame as Alden Ehrenreich become the new Han Solo.
Fuck you, Kyle. I
Prick.
love that look of it. The speeder is insane. Just having that, like, I mean, look at that. Is that not dope?
Yeah,
it just
that's
screams
badass,
Star
yeah.
Wars for me.
It does.
The Infus Nest Magic Band is one of my favorite magic bands that I
Nothing but
own.
Star
I love it so much.
Wars.
The speeder bike is the shit. It's kind of like a throwback to the Dash Rendar game,
Ooh,
Shadows of the Empire, where you play as Dash Rendar in a lot of the game. You get to play as the swoop bikes. It kind of feels like that. I love it. I don't have to justify it. Fuck you. It's my number 10.
No,
I
fuck,
love,
don't justify
I love
it.
Infus
Nice.
Nest.
Evan, what's your
I
number
don't know
10?
if we're gonna have a lot of.
She's one of the
crossover.
most. She's one of. I don't think we are actually.
No, yeah, I don't think so.
She's.
I would-
There's like 3 or 4 we'll have.
Yeah, yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, there's like
But
two that are
she's-
you have to have.
She's
Like,
one of the
almost.
coolest characters in all of Star Wars, regardless if you like the solo
That we
movie or
don't
not,
know
because
anything
she's
about.
so important.
And
Yeah.
we need more of her.
I want. I've said this a billion times. I want Claudia Gray to write an Infus Nest novel. Give me this, please.
Yes. Yes.
Please.
No question.
I will shake this fucking table. Please
it.
give me
Do
an
it until
Infus-
she does.
an Infus Nest book.
Wait a
Just
minute.
don't drop Mando.
I don't know. I want Eva's Nest book so bad. I think
That'd be awesome.
That's the best medium for her, I think.
Maybe TV show. I mean, she just did Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I want to know
so
what's
get that same
ticking in her,
actress.
I want to know what's ticking in her head. I want
True.
to know what's going on up here
True.
because there's something going on up here.
Yeah,
I
very
want it.
true.
All right.
My number 10 is not just a generic any other random ass like Star Cruiser or wait, what you already said for your honorable mentions. But my number 10 is the Finalizer specifically.
yes.
Because it's one of 2 ships I've physically been on in my life.
That's
I've
right.
been on the Finalizer before. So, and I vividly remember I was with Brad when one of the First Order cast members said that. And we both wide-eyed turned and looked at each other and were like, what?
Yeah.
He was like,
we didn't know that.
he's like, you have now been aborted by the Finalizer or whatever. And we were like, what? So, like, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
What? Chris was feeling like, ooh,
Yeah,
what?
that's what I was trying to channel there. But and then it's the first shot in the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
We thought we were never getting Star Wars ever again, and then
Good point.
you get the middle finger looking front of the Finalizer.
We're back, bitch.
But right, but it's really it looks like
Dun,
Kylo's
dun,
saber
dun,
even.
dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun. I remember that music so vividly.
Yeah, and it's Kylo specifically. That's his Star Destroyer. That's the one
Yeah.
he's always stationed on.
It's
So
gnarly. I love it.
that's why it's my favorite because it's his. No shocking surprise there. But
Could not agree more.
love the Finalizer.
Tom, number 9.
No, number 10.
10.
I haven't
Sorry.
given my
Jesus
10 yet.
Christ.
Skip it.
Number
Doesn't
10.
count.
No, I don't want to skip the Naboo N1 Starfighter.
I almost said that as an
I
honorable
did
mention.
too.
It's so iconic.
It was so
I
close to being
fucking
on my
love
list.
this ship, this
one of the
Starfighter.
best things from the prequels.
It,
Yeah.
That's the first thing I wrote.
Okay,
One of
I'm
the
gonna let
things
you
I
talk
love
so I
about the
can stop
prequels.
ruining it. Go,
yeah,
go.
you dick. These things are like fast and elegant. They really are a good reflection of the people of Naboo.
Yeah.
Like the actual Starfighter itself, and it infamously being used by a young Anakin in the Phantom Menace when he shoots the missiles and ends up. This is the thing he flies too, right?
Now, this is
The
pod
pod
racing.
racing.
I'll try
exactly.
spitting. That's a good trick.
Yeah, that's all that shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know that was a cheat code in the Rogue Squadron game
No.
on N64
No.
in 1998 before the movie came out? You could unlock the Naboo Starfighter.
Wow.
The cheat code was like, oh, I used to know it by heart. Fuck. But yeah, you have to unlock it with a cheat code.
I still remember the Mortal Kombat blood code. ABABABB.
I remember the Konami code. Up, down,
Dang.
up, down, left, right.
This
left,
is
right,
showing
EA
that I don't
start.
play video games. I don't know any cheat codes.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Man.
I used to know
That's
a lot
cool.
of Tony Hawk cheat codes.
Yeah.
I love those games. I do remember those.
Those are so fun. But there was a cheat code you could use to unlock it before
That's
that
cool.
movie even came out, before you even saw it.
Wow.
I love
That was the
that
first place to see it.
Starfighter.
I need to look up what the cheat code was, but
Yeah.
that is such a good one, dude. I'm so
That's
mad.
awesome.
I'm actually mad I didn't think about that one.
Yeah.
I
Fuck.
thought about it, but man, there's so many other ones that I love.
I know.
I don't know, but that you can't go wrong with that.
No.
That's awesome.
Brad, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is Snoke ship.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forget the
The
name
Supremacy.
of it. Supremacy, yes.
Supremacy. Okay.
It's the biggest ship in Star Wars canon.
Yep.
It's
By
like
far.
it's like the size of, I don't know, Earth or some shit. It's
Basically.
huge. It's massive. It's
Massive.
I just think when it shows up in Last Jedi and you see it's one of the few shots that Rian Johnson did that establishes size. I think Gareth Edwards did the best job
Rogue
of
One is
establishing
awesome
scale.
with the Death Star
With it,
and how
yeah.
it looks. Yeah.
Like you see that one ship moving in front of the Death Star and you're like, oh shit, that thing is huge. He did a good job of it. But I think that's the one thing that he did good in Last Jedi, joking aside.
He did
Um,
millions of good things.
The movie's perfect. But
Perfection. And
Is it still canon?
it's 9:55 Eastern Standard Time. Brad, Evan,
Yep.
Tom, Helen. The Last
Why is this
Jedi
joke always
is
funny?
still canon. Kyle, you prick.
Actually.
I don't think it's canon, and gingers can't be canon because I'm gay.
Whoa. Not
Gingers
that
can
there's
be.
anything wrong with that.
Gingers are definitely canon. We're on the Halcyon. We made our own characters.
he gets mad. He gets mad about gingers.
Yeah.
Man.
Kyle always
He's like a
comes claps
self-hating
back.
ginge.
He is a self-hating ginge.
How can you do that?
I don't
Man,
know.
man.
He's Franks and Beans. That's the only thing I got for him is that he's Franks and Beans. But
They do a good job with The Last Jedi because you see in the opening scene a dreadnought, and you're like, damn, that's big.
yeah.
And then you're like, no, Supremacy.
Nah,
That's pretty big.
Supremacy's bigger.
Is Snoke compensating for something?
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, he's a fucking clone. I mean,
That's
you
true.
can make it as big as you wanted to.
That's true.
Who is
Palpatine left him literally hanging.
Yeah. Shrinkage. It's cold in space.
I was in the pool.
At the pool.
What's your number 9, Evan?
Number 9. Actually, not a ship. One of the few rare vehicles on this that don't fly. All right, so it's not the Cloud Rider swoop bike. It's not a ship. It's an ATST. They're iconic too, but it's just when you see them.
It made my list and I took it off.
Oh man, when you see them on, you do see one on Hoth, but it's a different variant than you see on Endor, so not quite the same. But when you really get a good look at them in Return of the Jedi, you're just like, that thing looks cool.
Yeah.
It just, as a kid, you're like, is that like a robot dinosaur? What is that? You're like, is it a
it's
T-Rex?
The weirdest
You're like,
fucking. I don't
Yeah.
know where this term came from, but we called it that as a kid my entire life. The chicken walker.
yeah, everyone.
Where
calls
did
it
that come from?
Everyone calls it because it
I don't know.
kind of looks like.
It
a
looks like
chicken,
we call it chicken walker. It's like
yeah.
where did that come from?
Everyone calls it that.
It's like the dude shoving the gerbil up his ass, the Richard Gere thing.
Oh,
Like
God.
everyone knows that story, but no one knows where it came from.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where did that like?
I don't
where
know
did
who
chicken walker
started this
come from?
chicken walker thing.
That's what we called it.
Yeah, everyone calls it that. So you either call it the ATST
The chicken
or
walker.
a chicken walker.
Chicken
but
walker
not
is
an
what we
ATST.
called it.
It's not that. So
No,
don't
it's
say
not
that.
an ATST.
Nope.
But it's an AT-AT. Tom,
It
what's
is an
your number
AT-AT.
9?
Yeah,
It is
my
an
number
AT-AT.
9, and it was in your honorable mentions, but I did put the Halcyon on my list.
Nice.
There's so much history that we have yet to explore. That's what makes it very intriguing to me. And we're canonically putting ourselves into this world thanks to this ship. So I've already set this ship up to be a big deal for my character. He's got a past on it that he wants to figure out, and he has to get back to it. He just met somebody who he feels different in a good way about. He knows there's something going on.
Gay.
They made eye
yeah,
contact
right.
and everything.
Yeah, you can't
Eye
wait to
contact.
cuddle up with him.
Yep.
Cuddle up with him in the bunk beds. Yeah.
I
Nice.
think we're not cuddling in those
Oh, God, no.
bunk beds. You got another thing
No.
coming, Tom.
You got another thing coming.
It's me. Oh,
So the Halcyon had to make my list just because I can't wait. I mean, we've talked about it. We put the stories in our world, and here we go. Let's go. We're all ready for it.
I'm excited. I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
What's
The
your
hype around this
yeah,
whole
the
thing
hype,
is
the hype.
just
Yeah, the hype.
next level.
Enough to put it on there. For
It's
me.
not quite Galaxy's Edge for me, but it's the second thing I can think of.
I'd agree.
Galaxy's
But
Edge.
if we never had Galaxy's Edge and this was the first thing,
Oh
Could
shit!
you
that
imagine if
hype
Galaxy's
would
Edge
be-
hadn't opened yet, and they're like, you
Dude.
also get to do all this shit?
what if
You'd be
this
like,
is your
oh
entry
my God.
point
Oh,
into
man.
it, like, yeah,
Which it is for some people. That's what we have to keep in mind.
yeah.
People haven't been to Galaxy's Edge yet. Like people
That's
are
true.
are going to this for
Yeah.
the first time. Like
That's true.
I can do this and this and this. And it's like that's got to be.
Honestly,
wow
I
for
kind of
people.
wish
I-
this
me
was
too.
because it's all included. You wouldn't have to
Dude,
pay
me
money.
too.
To,
Could
for
you
a part.
imagine if this was our
Like,
like Alex, who was he was going like I was like, dude, if you can push it back to May,
when he comes?
you could come with us and we could like make
Yeah.
it cheaper for all of us. And he's like, oh man,
That
I
would've
really
been
want
incredible.
to. And I'm like, oh,
to hear it from his perspective. If he
I
did
know,
that, would have been
as-
incredible.
How cool would it be to go with the Halcyon with someone who is a
Dude.
Star Wars fan on our level,
Yeah.
for real, who could sit there and talk circles around us for all things
Well,
Star
yeah.
Wars. He writes for Star Wars Newsnet, for Christ's sake.
Right.
Like
He's good enough to be on the Schmodown.
100%.
I don't know how he
was.
wasn't.
He was drafted and didn't get drafted. I don't.
That's so
I don't get it.
stupid.
Damn.
He can outrank. He can outrank any of us here. Honestly, if he was on our group chat, if he saw that Darth Vader thing, he would have been like, "This is from where it is, Clone Wars season
Oh,
7,
all
episodes
things, yeah.
4
From
through
today,
6." Like he would have known all of that.
Right.
And to watch him experience Galaxy's Edge for the first time that way,
Man,
I
Yeah,
mean,
that would have
like,
been
holy
crazy,
Shit, it
yeah.
would have been amazing, dude.
yeah. Not
Like,
to derail us
ah.
too far, but like, can you imagine? People say it all the time. Is like, there's a billion different entry points into Star Wars, but now there's like, that's the coolest one ever.
Oh, 100%.
Like some people
Yeah.
started watching the originals in '77 or in the '90s, like me, and then when they were put back in theaters.
Like me too.
The
I mean, that's
re-release.
what I did. That's how I
or some
started getting
people's
into it.
first were the sequels or the prequels. Somebody's
some kid-
first entry point is going to be the frickin' Halcyon.
There's
Yep.
going to be some kid that directs
Yep.
a Star Wars movie someday whose
Because
first
of the
experience
Halcyon.
was the Halcyon.
Yes.
Like-
100% agreed.
Someone
That's
I saw
insane.
someone comment on something today about the Halcyon that was like, remember, this is made for kids.
It
Like,
is.
this is a kids thing. Like
Yeah.
Star Wars is meant for children. Like we can enjoy it also as it's not like it's not Sesame
exclusive
Street.
for kids.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's like it's intended to be for kids.
Right.
Think about all the moments from us as kids. Even with you with the prequels, like it means so much more when you're
Yeah.
a kid.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be some kid that like sees Gaia and just falls in love with Twi'leks.
Yeah, and then
And writes
he's
a
gonna,
story about.
he's gonna
I
get
mean,
home and be like, "Dad, what's that?" And he's like, "Oh, watch this movie, son." And he's like, "There's movies." And
I
they're
think
like,
Gaia's gonna be. This is something that I've never said out loud, but I think Gaia's gonna be related to somebody we saw in Mandalorian.
Okay, that would be
Those
cool.
Twi'leks.
Okay.
That would be cool.
I think that's something that's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. That'd be sick.
But
That gives me like goosebumps just thinking about
I mean,
how
there's
important and
there's-
special it's going to
there
be to
is
some family because of that.
a galaxy of possibilities with this.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool to see what happens.
Brad, 8.
My number 8 is the old school TIE Fighter.
Okay.
I think it's one of the most iconic Star Wars noises.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's nothing cooler than a TIE Fighter. I don't even need to say anything else other than that.
Nope.
Like,
No.
even Poe wanted to fly a TIE Fighter.
He
He's
sure
like,
did.
I want to see what flying one of these
True.
things feels like.
Yeah.
So
a good point.
there's a cool, like,
They are one of the
history to
faster
those
ships
things.
in the
Yeah.
galaxy. They're
There's-
very, very unsafe because there's like minimal shielding.
one of the coolest stories in Alpha Squadron, which is not a stories, but like one of the coolest, like, recounts of someone flying one of those things. It was so cool. Like, hearing.
You know what's weird? As much, especially after you see this list, as much as I love X-wings and TIE fighters,
that fucking song?
Goddamn.
What is up with your phone?
I'm trying to share our post to the story and tag Gina Carano in it so we can get some following over here. But I got stuck on this fucking reel. At Jedi Talk Podcast, by the way.
but as much as I love these ships, I wasn't excited for Rogue Squadron. The video game doesn't do much for me. All the books about these ships, I don't really care about. I don't get the disconnect in my mind because I love these ships. So
The TIE Fighters?
TIE Fighters and X-Wings. I don't know why.
I saw a life-size, it was 2-scale X-Wing TIE Fighter ship
Is that at Celebration?
Celebration,
I've seen
and it
those
blew my
pictures.
fucking mind.
It would.
It's insane.
I mean, we see
when
the
you
one
see the
in Rise.
headline of the average person, you know, it's like 5'11",
Yeah.
and then you see how big that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
Think
I mean,
about it on Rise.
Yeah, we see that one in the hangar in Rise.
It's insane. Like, they're so
it's
cool.
enormous.
And I
Yeah.
feel like that's got a little forced perspective. I feel like that's not full size.
It's full size.
The one on Rise is?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Still,
full
it's
size.
big, though.
It's full.
Man.
I think the reason I say that, I think it would be harder to fake that than just actually doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's
Faking
true.
the forced perspective on something that you're that close to would be really hard to do.
That's true.
Evan, what's your 8?
My number 8 is a Delta class T3C shuttle, which I didn't, as much as I love the ship, did not know that was its ranking in class and all that. But it's Krennic's shuttle from
Oh, okay.
Rogue One. When you think about like Imperial shuttles, you always think of the Lambda class that Vader and the Emperor flew. And like those look okay to me, but they're really boxy. They're not sleek and badass looking. But like this is the Corvette version of that ship in my mind. Where like, you know, you see that and that's a sleek, badass, scary, intimidating
Yep.
aerodynamic thing. And I don't know. I just love that shuttle, and I'm glad this list taught me its name. So that's very cool. Hopefully I don't forget that. And I think it fits Krennic, too. It's like perfect for him.
100%. It's
It is.
sleek.
Yeah.
It looks like an Imperial ship.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
dope.
It's got a great introduction in Rogue One. Great scene.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Love
yeah.
it.
My number 8, the M68 land speeder, or Han Solo's land speeder that we see in Solo.
Ooh.
So, greatest.
He steals that one.
Yes.
So it's not really his.
Well, come on.
Right.
It's his.
It's his. It's his now.
It's his now.
The Falcon says he kind of
Yeah.
stole that.
That's true. He stole that. Well, he didn't steal it. He won it fair and
And-
square, baby. Fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the dice
Did he?
on the dash for the first time was pretty cool.
Very cool.
So-
Can I ask
on the-
why the sequels made the dice a big thing?
Why?
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
It was such
Well,
a minor
ask-
thing in the movies.
It's probably a Ryan Johnson thing. He probably
Yeah.
was like, "That's my
Well, it
nerdy
definitely
thing.
was.
I like."
That could have been a like. I would.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool scene now.
I would love to get Ryan Johnson on the podcast because the love fest we would have for that guy, which would be rare for
And he'd
him,
be like-
unfortunately.
He'd be like, "I've never had this. What's going on?
Yeah, be like,
Who
are you guys trolling me?
yeah, he
Yeah.
would think we're like
It's
talking
like,
shit.
am I being
like,
punked?
I'm wearing a Last Jedi shirt. I sent you a picture of you and me at Celebration. I love you.
Yeah.
I met him. Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, you've told me.
Yeah,
I've
pretty
told
sure.
you.
I'm
The
pretty
story
sure
about
you
him
have.
coming through Celebration.
It's the first thing you tell me every day I see you. Even you're like,
I'm
Evan,
like,
remember
Evan.
I met Ryan Johnson.
Have
I'm
I
like,
told you
yes,
this?
yes.
Do you know the story? of
Probably
how we met him?
yes.
So we, long story short, Celebration the night before he came out. We were in the panel for his, him hosting the episode 8 panel.
Yeah,
He came out the night before and went through every person. Spent about 4 hours
that's insane.
going with every person in line, taking photos, talking, signing autographs.
Wow,
He signed my media pass.
that's awesome.
It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it is fucking cool.
He's awesome.
Hell yeah. But yeah, Han Solo land speeder.
Is that-
The great escape scene and seeing the dice on the dash was cool. So
It's
that's
the
it.
best.
That's it. What's your number 7?
My number 7 is the T-47 Snowspeeder from Hoth.
Oh.
Iconic as
Nice
fuck.
one. Yeah.
The Snowspeeders are the shit.
Yeah.
They've released them in the Black Series. I want one. They're really expensive, but I like them. They're cool.
Do you remember when they had one in front of Star Tours?
Yes,
I
like
have
up
pictures
against
yeah.
in
like
front of it. Where the Jedi Temple is now.
Yeah,
for
and it was
trials?
like the
That
snow
was
speeder
sick.
like crash landed up against the AT-AT.
Yeah, I have pictures of me in front of that thing. That thing is beautiful.
I said AT-AT to appease you. It's the AT-AT.
I'm very. I know. I wasn't
you
phased
fuck.
because I'm like, that's how it's pronounced.
No, it's
My
not.
brain was like, well
It's
done.
AT-AT. But because AT spells the word at, which is why ATST doesn't make any sense. Fucking Kyle.
So is it at ST?
No, because that doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't say.
No. So is it at ST or is
No,
it ATST?
It's at. It's
That's Saint.
no. That
At
was
Saint.
a different thing. So you call it a different name.
Oh, okay.
Your name's Evan. His name's Tom. They're two different
Hello.
My
things.
name is Avant Varick. Thank you.
Borrell, help me over here.
You want me to force choke him to death again?
please.
Yeah.
Oh my God, if you could.
Yeah.
Don't do that
work,
yet.
fuck.
You can do it after the Halcyon.
Okay.
No, the snow speeder is the shit. It's
It
one of the
is.
most iconic. Like you can when you hear it, you even hear music.
Captain Solo.
I
This is
found
Rogue
him.
2.
Rogue 2, repeat. I found him. Like it's just one of the. I don't know why it turned into the critic. It stinks. I
Right?
found him.
I love the critic. Oh my god.
Yes.
Kevin.
No,
No.
Jay Lovitz or
John
John
Lovitz.
not
I
Jay
opened for
Lovitz.
him once.
Oh,
got a
nice. I
fun
love
st-
John
I got
Lovitz.
a funny story about John Lovitz.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say off the
Okay.
show.
I think I know what it is.
It's my Nagar.
I love how
Great story.
I love how there's two. Well, not really pilots, but it has two people in this. One is the gunner. One is the pilot. Like you don't see that a lot. Like X-wing has a droid and a pilot, but like
I think what makes me really love the Snowspeeder as much as I do is the Shadow of the Empire game. Because
Probably.
you literally like go through and you play the Battle of Hoth.
Yeah.
And so you get to like wrap the the AT-AT.
one of
You get to
them.
wrap the AT-AT in your tow cable, and it's like you have
Yes.
to actually fire it, and it's just it's so fun.
Yeah.
So Snowspeeders are shit. It's just it's underrated. I really do think it's underrated.
It is.
Evan, what's your 7? Ooh,
Well,
I rhymed.
I just thought about it. Did. I just thought about it, throwing it back to Tom's solo speeder there.
Yes.
I love it because, well, a lot of reasons, but I love it that was a practical thing.
Yeah.
That was a car. It had wheels. Obviously, they wiped the wheels
Right.
out for the movie, but that thing was driving around a movie set.
That's cool.
Like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I wonder where that's at now. I would love to buy that.
It's either at Rancho Obi-Wan or whatever the hell that's called.
Yeah, probably.
Or
Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah. But, man, that thing is pretty sick. My number 7, though, is the Jedi Interceptors. Specifically, Anakin and Obi-Wan's Jedi Interceptors. Those things are also...
Yeah.
All these are iconic, so it's a
Is that
given.
from 3?
Episode 3, The Battle of Coruscant.
Right
That
at
whole
the beginning
opening
of the
scene.
movie, which is one long shot. It's like a 2
Even
minute.
though most of it's CG, it's still sick.
It's-
Like,
that's
that doesn't take away
insane.
from... Yeah.
From 2005 or whatever the hell
Yeah.
that
Five,
was.
yeah.
It's 5, right?
To hold up,
Which
that
means
looks
which
great.
means it was made in 2002 or 3.
Right.
Probably.
It's insane to see that. It holds up to shit today.
Yeah.
Name another movie that holds up from 2005 that looks like that. I'll wait.
Well, Pirates was 03. It holds
It doesn't look like that.
up. Yeah, those skeletons. Those skeletons, man.
That does not look as good as
Ooh,
the
I don't know
Battle
about
over
that.
Coruscant.
I don't know about that.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched it like a few weeks ago with my kids. It doesn't look that good.
Medea's
It is older. It
Halloween
is 2 years
special.
older.
It's
though.
it's one of those things where like it in your head it looks one way,
Yeah.
like Toy Story 1, and then when
Oh,
you
no,
watch
I-
it,
I
you're
know
like,
that
"Fuck!"
does not look good. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's close. But it's 2
Pirates
years
isn't
older.
bad, but
It's 2 years older, though.
It's,
So
it's
maybe
not
that's why.
quite that.
Right.
The Battle of Coruscant still looks a little better than that.
I'll go out on a limb and say that I feel like Star Wars probably had a bigger budget than that Pirates movie did. So
Fair,
that's probably why.
but it was also made 4 years before that movie released.
Yeah, that too.
At the least, it
Yeah.
could have been even 3 or 4. It could
Yeah.
have been 5. Who knows?
Yeah, but still, those Jedi Interceptors are
They're dope.
awesome. I have the Anakin and Obi-Wan Lego ones
Yep.
sitting on my TV at home. They're awesome in all the Clone Wars when you see them. They don't make a lot of sense in story to me a lot, but it doesn't because it's
What do you
like the Jedi go on these missions to like rescue people, and it's usually go rescue this one or two people. But it's like, how can I bring them back? My ship seats me. What do I do?
That's valid.
It's like what the heck. But aside from that aside, I love those, and there's so many unique variants.
That's so
Ahsoka
valid.
has one, like
Mhm.
Plo Koon.
That's right.
Every Jedi, which
It's like a
ties-
sign. It's like a police cruiser.
yeah,
Yeah.
which ties in a lot to the High Republic with the Jedi Vectors. Those, it's no one owns it. It's like you can jump in this one,
Right.
or you can
Yep.
jump in the one next to it.
As
No
long
one
as you
owns
got a
it.
lightsaber, you're golden.
You
yeah,
good.
but
Yep.
these ones slightly tie into the fall of the Jedi, where this ship is my ship. I have a personal connection to it,
Mhm.
so therefore you can't fly it. It's designed like me, so I love that story detail of it
Yeah.
too. But those things
cool.
are just sick. I love them.
It's Tom 7.
Number 7, Slave 1. Whoops, did I say it? I'll say it
What
again.
ship is that? I've never heard of it.
Slave 1.
Wait, do you mean Boba Fett's starship?
No, I
Boba
mean
Fett's
Slave 1.
starship.
Oh, okay.
It's very rare you know a character based on their vehicle, alone.
I can only think
Yeah.
of one other example.
I mean, like Batman, you know what the Batmobile is.
Yeah.
What was your example you're thinking of, Brad?
The Millennium Falcon.
Oh, the Falcon, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you usually
It's Han
think
Solo.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's the only person you think of. I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't think about Lando even until Solo
Yeah.
came out. I
Yeah.
mean, like, the Falcon is Han's ship.
Right. Or
Even in
you
the
think it's
even the
Chewie,
sequels.
too.
Or-
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's Han's. Like,
Right.
when you think of the Falcon, you go
Yeah.
Han Solo.
Han's the pilot. Chewie's
Yeah,
the
Chewie's the
co-pilot.
co. I mean, like,
Right.
it's their ship.
But
Yeah.
he's, Boba's been the space cowboy of Star Wars, right? Is essentially that he's going to come out as. Slave 1 is essentially
Even
his
with
horse.
the spurs
It's
in
his horse.
Mando,
Yeah.
which is when we knew that was Boba Fett,
Yeah.
because he walks with that sound
They put
effect.
that sound
in,
effect in
5.
intentionally.
Yep, intentionally, because it was like he's the
Somebody
Western
on set
character.
was like, "Well, how it'd be cool if he had like spurs."
Yeah.
So they tried it, and they're like, "All right,
Yep.
yeah,
and
that was
that's
it."
Yep.
and I remember that thing they showed of Boba Fett at the thing on Disney Plus.
Oh, under the helmet.
Yeah, under the helmet.
Yeah.
That thing they showed that they put that in there intentionally because he was like a Western character,
Yeah,
and it's his horse.
Yep.
I mean,
Slave 1 is his horse.
it's beautiful. I
Yeah.
love
it's
that
so
one.
unique though, the way like it turns when it lifts off. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
finally got to
Which
see it.
wasn't shown until Mandalorian
Yeah,
with
we've
Bill
seen the
Burr.
inside now when it turns.
Oh,
in
it's so
Mando.
fucking
Yeah, the
cool.
inside, that was
I'm
pretty
pissed I didn't
badass.
make mine, to be honest with you.
Kind of mad too for me, but
Really?
it's hard.
Wow. It is tough. It's tough. But, Brad,
There's so many cool ships.
what's your number 6?
My number 6 is the AT-AT, you fuck.
Yeah.
I don't see that one on my list. It's weird.
Is it
It's not
because
on
it's
my
read
list
as
either.
AT-AT?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it because you're
Boo.
retarded you wrote it that way? Or oh, okay.
Yes. You know what's funny though? It's my number 6. So let's go with
Is
it.
it really?
Go with
Okay.
it right here, both of
Holy
us. Let's
shit, that's
love
nuts.
this. Let's love this at all at once. I
The
said it
AT-AT?
for you. I
Okay,
said it
thank
for
you. Thank you. So it is AT-AT.
It's the only
So
time
you
I'll ever
agree?
say it.
You
No.
agree it's AT-AT?
No.
He said it. We have him
I'll say it
saying
once
it.
for
I
you.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have you saying
We'll
it
also
the
have you
correct
saying
way too.
AT-AT,
Yep.
so
Yep.
who goes...
Edit that out.
I've only said it once though, and I'm never saying it again. That was it.
No,
Just one
man.
time.
It's the Imperial Walker, man. It's one of the most... I mean,
It's scary.
Empire Strikes Back is one of the hardest movies to judge biasly because it's such a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah. Like
And
when you
it's-
think Star Wars, Battle of
it-
Hoth is like up there.
it's up there.
you
Like, it's-
automatically. It's on my Jedi Talk shoes that I got.
Yeah,
Austin put it
it's-
on for me because he knows how much I love the AT-ATs.
The Battle of Crate lines up for that for me too, which were
Yeah.
on my shoes
yeah.
that I love.
Yeah.
Which we need to get Tom a pair.
Yeah, we
Which
do.
I tried
Austin,
to do for Christmas. But
Austin, get on that, man.
remember when I asked you if you wore Chucks?
Yes.
That was for
Oh,
a
that
reason.
was how you did it?
Well, I found a website that could do it for you in a different way.
right. I was going to say, because if you want Austin to do it, as much as obviously I know why it's so hard to do, it's going to take a couple years.
Yeah,
So-
it's gonna take a while.
but that's
So I
totally
found a
fine.
website that could do it, but it was like it literally turned out to be $198.
That's a lot of money
Ooh,
for
that's
Chucks.
way less than what Austin did for
Yeah, and I was
so.
just like, I love you,
But not that
But
much.
but
Would you
Or-
rather have $200 worth of shoes or
or
$200
a new
worth
lightsaber.
of lightsaber?
Like-
Oh, yeah.
like that's how I looked at it because it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't mind, like I would pay it, but like
yeah,
Star Cruiser.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I'm so ready to pay this fucking thing off. So I have to keep
Right,
talking
I'm
about
gonna
it.
have a huge
Like I
weight
wanted to
lifted
go
off
out to
next
Portillo's
week.
today for lunch, but Star Cruiser. I'm
I'm
tired
gonna
of
have
it.
a,
Yeah.
such a huge weight lifted
Yeah,
off.
I know, dude.
I
Like,
can't
I'm
wait.
I'm so ready to be
Back
done
to the
with it.
walkers though, but like,
But
they're
but
so
it's just
iconic.
iconic,
They had
dude.
to put
Like
one in. When did
Star
Star Tours
Tours.
open? 89.
yeah,
The entrance of Star Tours.
90 was it 90?
89 or 90. It wasn't opening day.
Studios opened in 89 because
Right.
I'm the same.
But it wasn't opening
year.
day. But it opened in Disneyland first
Yeah,
in 88 or 89.
I think theirs was 88 and ours
Well,
was
they just
89.
celebrated the 30th of Star Tours 2 years ago, before COVID. So that was 2019.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
because that's
So
I
89.
mean it's just it's iconic. I mean like
yeah, and then you had to put two of them in Rise of the Resistance because you have to. Like,
yeah,
how can you
I mean
not?
they're
include the real
they're
ones?
one of the most iconic
Yeah.
Star Wars vehicles of all time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if you don't if you just showed like if you showed like the McDonald's logo, the Apple logo, it's things that people just identify
That's most
as.
of this
Like, it's
list
just-
for all of us. Like,
yeah, it's just like,
these-
what do you
these
identify
vehicles,
with
You
as
see
Star
that, you
Wars?
think Star Wars, no matter what. Even if you only seen one Star Wars
Yeah.
movie, you're like, that's that space with the Jedi's and the lightsaber. Yeah, Star
the
Wars.
AT-AT, yep.
Yeah, you know.
Right at it.
Yep.
That's not what I would call
It's
it.
the AT-AT, right?
Maybe that's what
But that's what you're talking about, right? The AT-AT.
one of those things.
The
Something
AT-AT?
like that. One of those things.
But it's the four-legged thing that walks on Hoth, right? Which we would
Yes.
call the AT-AT.
You could call it that.
Fuck, I'm trying to trap.
I said it
I
once.
know.
Be happy I said it once.
My number 6 is the B-Wing. I love the
Oh,
secrecy.
yeah, we got to get to this hate for me, but boo, B-Wing.
Yeah, fuck off. So I love the secrecy behind the development, having Bail Organa secretly finding like a manufacturer.
I'll be kill yourself, Evan.
That
That's in
agreed.
Rebels, too. That's like kind of how they get it a little bit.
Yeah,
So I do like that stuff.
yeah. They like agreed to further develop like the B-Wing in secret, like and how the B-Wings. I love that they were heavily involved in the destruction of the Devastator in Return of the Jedi. So or the Battle of Endor rather. So
True.
that's why I love the B-Wing, and it's just it's such a big old clunky looking thing, but it's cool at the same time. The
I would
way
love
it
to
can
ask
maneuver.
if I don't know if it's Ryan Johnson or not, but whoever designed the
I know.
the skiffs on Crate, they kind of look like B-wings.
They do.
I
they
wonder
don't kind of look like B-wings,
well, true.
bro.
They look like B-wings.
We'll talk about B-wings later.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
they are B-wings in my brain.
Yeah,
like,
they
it's
really
just
are.
repurposed B-wings.
Yeah. They're lowercase B-wings. We
Yeah.
have the uppercase B-wings. They're the ships.
B-Wings.
the lowercase.
What's your number
B-wings. I love
5 then, Brad?
My number 5 is the speeder bike on Endor. I don't know
Yeah.
the class, the name of it, but the speeder bikes.
Yeah.
Good call.
It's iconic as fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
like that Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. It's hard to not include something from that, and it's like, what do you pick? The speeder bikes are the most iconic thing from that. They've obviously gone into other forms of Star Wars media.
They're
but
in Mando. For crying out
yeah,
loud.
they're in Mando. I mean,
They're
like
just painted
they're
white instead
so
of brown.
cool.
Yeah.
And they inspired Infant's Nest, and they inspired the stuff on Shadows of the Empire, which you play as Dash Rendar, and you go through Tatooine on one.
Yeah.
It's they're just so fucking cool. Who didn't want one of those as a kid? When you're riding your bike,
Oh,
you'd be
yeah.
like, and the sounds they make are just the shit.
Yeah.
I love them. Where's Helen? She did. Oh, that's a great impression, Helen.
Nice.
Evan, what's
I think
your
she's
number
bleeding.
4?
My
I
number.
mean, what else can you say? I mean, what
Yeah.
else can you say about those?
No,
they're,
I know you can't.
Yeah.
they're the shit.
Number 5, Evan, not 4.
Well, I mean, the 2 times I've done Hagrid's, that's what I pictured me on. I was like, I'm on a speeder bike right
you
now. on
would
Endor.
just enjoy
Like,
the fucking ride.
I do enjoy it. It's a great ride.
Kidding. Enjoy the theming.
Dude, can we talk about how great the
the
fucking
front of me,
the
and I can see a
Velocicoaster is
show
at
building.
night?
Oh yeah.
We went and did it at night the other night.
Nice.
It was the shit at night. You don't
It
see
was
anything
excellent,
coming
yeah.
up.
You
It was
don't.
just whipping you around. I feel like I was going to fall out like 4 times.
It's the best part of that ride.
I can't wait.
Have you not done it yet?
No, I haven't done it.
I've done it 6
Yeah.
times already. Like I'm
Nice.
thinking about going
That was my
Monday.
second time running with them the other night.
I'm thinking
Nice.
about going Monday night again before going to Phoenix. Like I'm that much of a crush on that ride.
I'll go with you.
Man.
Yeah.
Monday night?
I'm thinking
Is that
about
Holly's
it, yeah.
birthday?
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
13th. Fuck. Oh, we're
Aren't you
gonna
gonna
be there?
be there? Yeah,
We're going to
go
be
on
there
it.
already.
There you go.
At
Text
night?
me.
Okay.
Yeah, text me. We're going to eat at Mythos that night.
Okay.
Text me. Let's fucking figure it out.
That's
That'd be
right.
great.
Yeah. Number
I'm
5.
jealous. I need to ride that. My number 5 is, like I said, obviously all these are iconic. It's iconic, and I will say specifically the one I like. But X-Wings, man. How can you not love an X-Wing? Those things
Yeah, I did
are amazing.
put that
It's
on
my
my
number
list, but I
4.
love
God
it.
damn it.
Yeah, well, that's perfect. We'll talk about it. You can just right now. We'll talk.
Yeah,
about it.
X-Wings.
Yes,
I mean,
X-Wings,
like,
man,
They put it in Galaxy's Edge. That's how you know it's iconic
2
as
of them.
fuck.
You got Pose.
Yes.
And then you got just the
Yes.
standard
Yeah.
T-70. that
Even
you
though
got,
his,
but
blew up
his
the movie
exploded.
before,
Eh,
but whatever.
man,
That's
fine.
some
What if
reason
you
she
get
was
an
Galaxy's
answer for
Edge.
that on the Halcyon?
Well, Pose you have to like obviously go to Rise to, right?
Yeah, but Pose got exploded in 8.
What if they give you
Why
an
is it-
answer
why
for
is
that
it
on
there?
the Halcyon or something? What if there's a story reason? You're gonna lose it.
It would be so shoehorned. I always go like, it's the story whether you like it or not. That's kind of my thing. But like,
Yeah.
would he just like, I have a new X-Wing, I painted it the same exact color? That'd be so
Probably.
corny.
I know, but
That'd be so corny. He's
But-
like, unless he was like, it was so iconic to the First Order, I had to do it so people
Just
knew
to
that it
piss
was
him
still
off.
me and piss
Yeah.
him off.
yeah.
Maybe.
Like, we survived, bitch. Like, that
Could've
would
been,
be
yeah.
a cool story.
yeah.
But short of that,
It's-
like, I don't know.
It's funny you mentioned Pose because Pose T70, not the black one,
Not
but
the
one from
T65?
Episode 9, not the T65.
Okay.
The T70 from Episode 9 is the one. That's my favorite. I love that one.
It's so fucking dope.
It's beautiful, and I love that we get R2 in it too. Like Poe and BB-8, obviously iconic duo, but like to get BB-8 back, not in the cockpit, but back on an X-wing for an iconic
It's
battle.
dope, man.
Love it,
Mhm.
love it. That's my favorite. I have that one as a Lego. That's the only Lego X-wing I have, but I love that one. It's a good one.
It's a good one, man.
It's a good one.
All right, I'll jump to my 5, and then it'll go back to Evan to your 4.
Sounds good.
because Brad gave his
Yep,
4.
that was my 4.
So,
I just never even talk about it twice.
My number 5 is a specific First Order Special Forces TIE fighter.
With that red stripe.
Yes.
Those things are beautiful.
Those are such a badass, sleek version of the TIE fighter. And I love that it's the fighter that Poe and Finn escape the finalizer in, too.
Yeah.
And I believe I knew of this, but it's probably in here. That specific TIE fighter was supposed to go where the Echelon is in Galaxy's Edge. Is that right?
They had like 5 different TIE fighters
They
that were
had-
supposed to
it
go
was-
there.
that was
They
like
kept
a-
bouncing around.
Yeah, that
Like,
was a circulating, like, we could put Darth Vader shuttle here. We could put, like, there
Whoa.
was
we could do
Yeah.
the Lambda class.
there was so
we
much
could
shit
do-
they could have
yeah.
put there. But
Okay.
what they ended up with the Echelon is the shit.
Yeah,
Which
I like
the-
that.
also
because
the
it's from
name,
the
the
Force Awakens.
Echelon,
It's
is
supposed to be
dope.
from the Force Awakens too.
The Echelon?
Yeah, that ship, that design is specifically was supposed to be Kylo's in the Force Awakens.
Yeah, you're right.
So
Yep.
the fact that they pulled that, say hey, it didn't happen in
It's
that
like
movie,
sh-
but
it's
here
like
it is.
Chopper with R2-D2.
Yeah.
Like Chopper's literally pulled from Ralph McQuarrie concept art.
Yep.
Did you know
Yeah.
that about Chopper?
No.
So if you look on your phone, look up R2-D2 Ralph McQuarrie concept.
That
It's
picture.
Chopper.
That picture of that C-3PO and that R2 in the sand is really Chopper and
Yeah,
3PO
it's
in
Chopper
the
and
sand.
3PO.
Yeah.
It's literally Chopper, dude. Like
But that's
it's
what they did with the Echelon.
I can't believe you didn't know that about Chopper. You love Chopper.
I know. So
But
Ralph
that's what they
McQuarrie.
did with the Echelon. It
Ralph
was-
McQuarrie. Yeah, he's the guy who was like the production or the concept art designer
They
for Star
still use
Wars.
his stuff today.
Without
Oh
Star,
yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's clear as day.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
Chopper.
with the arms
It's
and
Chopper
everything.
all day.
That's
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Like without Ralph McQuarrie, Star Wars would not be Star Wars.
No, not
like
at all.
it just wouldn't be. Everyone gives John Williams the credit, but I think Ralph McQuarrie deserves the credit.
I don't like his
'cause-
C-3PO. Shit.
No,
No,
it's a
Steve
scary
was
looking
creepy as
3PO.
fuck.
I don't
Yeah.
like it.
But it's concept art. You know,
Yeah.
the face,
Yeah.
the eyes are like super drawn back. It's creepy.
it's creepy, but you know,
Yeah.
the C-3PO that we ended up with was great.
Yep.
All right, what are we at?
Circling back to my 4.
No, my 3.
No, because your 4 was the X-wing.
Oh yes,
And,
All right.
and so it's
4.
now it's Evan's 4, and then it'll be my
We
4.
talked about concept art that could have been Kylo's shuttle, but my number 4 is Kylo's Epsilon class shuttle.
Nice.
That intro shot in The Force Awakens, that's a good establishing shot. You see how big it is. It's as big as that whole village.
it's one of the
hovering
best.
over.
It's one of the best.
The
I mean,
wingspan, that V shape is so aggressive.
I don't give a
So
shit when
sleek,
anyone says
dark,
it's,
aggressive, menacing.
You know-
It's like Kylo if he was a ship.
yeah.
Well,
I don't care what anyone says.
Kylo
That's
if he was a bigger ship. He has a smaller ship that embodies him perfectly. We'll get to later, but Kylo's shuttle is Kylo as a shuttle. It's perfect.
I'm with you. It embodies. It's just It's the best opening scene in any Star Wars movie. I don't
Yeah,
give a
by
fuck what
far.
anyone says.
By far.
The only thing that's come close is 3.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, like
I'm with you.
it's- I mean, even Last Jedi, like they're just establishing what happened before.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
7 is the shit. Like
I like
it's just-
9's opening too, but nowhere near as good as 7.
7's the best. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
7's
Force
the best.
Awakens is the best.
I
opener
like
of the sequel.
Return of the Rise of Skywalker as much as 7, but it's I think
Yeah.
the 7 opening scene when you establish
Yeah.
the power of Kylo and
Yeah.
how ruthless that motherfucker is to know someone who knows him as a kid and still kills him.
Slice
Yep.
him down
In
in
cold
cold
blood.
just right then and
It's
there.
just like
no
that's-
hesitation.
That's
But we
relentless.
never really see him reflect on that one.
Nope.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of wish we would somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that I have that shuttle as Lego. Like my favorites, I'm gonna get as Lego, no matter how much.
Is that
they
the one
are.
you did with
So-
me over quarantine?
No, that
And-
was the X-wing.
The
Poe's
X-Wing,
X-wing.
okay.
Yep.
That was a great video.
I did the Epsilon during quarantine. That thing took me like 2 hours to build. It took forever. The X-wing took like an hour.
That wasn't at the condo we rented?
No, that was the X-wing.
That was the X-Wing?
That
Okay.
took maybe that was like 2 hours. The Epsilon
a
took,
long time.
The Epsilon took at least 2 hours. It was a long one.
Mm.
But that video, both those videos are on YouTube of me building both of those. Nice.
They
So
are.
that's my number 4.
All
Number
right.
4.
My number 4 is the ITS, Ride Transport Vehicle.
I wish I could have.
I didn't put it on there. I should have.
I mean, it could be my favorite part of the experience, depending on what kind of mood I'm in with the ride.
I'm with you. That's
Yeah.
my
You know
favorite
what?
part.
Yeah.
Knock on wood, though. I don't want to jinx it. It's the part that almost always works. It's old reliable.
I've never been on it where it didn't
Yeah.
work.
Oh, I
haven't
have.
yet. I know it does break down.
Yeah.
Well,
You've been on the ITS when it didn't move?
I haven't been on when it didn't move,
Well, that's
but
what I'm
I've
saying, like,
skipped
it
I've-
it.
broke down
I've never
on
been-
us opening day right before we got on it.
Yeah, but I think they're pretty good about like either skipping it or
Yeah.
it working.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to be on it when it doesn't move and like
Does Beck have
Beck
dialogue?
doesn't
He just
move.
kept talking?
He's like-
or does he shut down and have like a little
He's just
stroke?
he's just an animatronic. He's like, it's frozen.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Good call.
Yeah,
That's a
I
really
mean,
good
I've
I
got
wish it
to.
was on my list because I love the ITS.
I
It's
take
so-
that back earlier when I said I've only been on the Finalizer and the Falcon. I forgot ITS.
It's so different. It's so real. There's something new to watch every time you go on.
Every
it.
single time.
Every single time. There's
Yes.
something new to watch.
There's a hidden Mickey on there too.
Is there?
Out the back,
Yep.
there
In
is.
the
Beautiful.
asteroid field.
My son pointed it out to me,
I love it.
and I thought that it was like he sees hidden Mickeys and everything.
Yeah.
There's like a hidden Mickey board game I got him for Christmas.
That's funny.
He loves hidden Mickeys, and so
That's
a lot
really
of times
cool.
I kind of go like, "Oh, he's just seeing hidden Mickeys." And he's right. It's a
Has he
hidden
seen the one in the last room where Kylo, the animatronic, is there on Finn's
Mickey.
screen?
On the screen? Yeah, he's
Okay,
seen it.
he's seen
he
that
pointed
one?
that out to me.
Oh, he did to you too?
He's
Wow.
a
So he
diehard.
showed
Wow.
you both of those.
He's a diehard hidden Mickey guy.
I
And
wouldn't
it's-
have known either of them
It's
without
made
you.
in asteroids, and I've took a picture. It's on my Instagram. If you
Yeah, I
go
saw
back
it.
long enough,
Yeah.
it's there and it's clear. It's not like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's convenient. It's not. They
Yeah.
they did that on purpose.
Yeah. Man.
What's your number 3, Brad?
My number 3 is the Millennium Falcon. I mean,
Yes.
god damn it! I've got the popcorn bucket right there. I love the Falcon. I mean, maybe the ship you think of when you think of Star Wars. Other than the
Basically.
X-wing, I mean, like they made it
Basically,
a
yeah.
Galaxy
We can
Edge
talk
full
about Falcon
scale.
now. This is my number 3. So
Let's do it. Okay,
Yes.
we're both got number 3, so let's talk Falcon. I mean, when you saw it in person for the first time,
Oh my God.
it makes you cry.
Holy shit! Like walking into Disneyland about too, yeah, and that long line, just like boom. And that I know we talked about queues earlier, but if I'm going to add a Star Wars queue to it, it'd be this at Galaxy's Edge.
Just
it'd
for
be
that view.
the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon queue. Absolutely.
Walking around it and behind it.
Oh
you
my
see
God.
the whole thing.
Up
Yeah.
and over it, like everywhere.
They really didn't need to do it that well. I mean, they really fucking crushed the Falcon.
Yeah,
You
Ray
see
and
it from
Chewie are
every
back
corner.
at the Falcon.
I've seen that too, not in person, but I've seen the pictures.
yeah, they're
Like-
they're back. I saw them last Saturday there. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
crush it so hard. I mean, like every little detail is there.
Yeah. We make fun of and give them a hard time all the time, but they really didn't need to go that hard on the
Oh,
Falcon.
it's insane.
They could have
And
got
you
away
can
with
fly
a
the
lot
fucking
less.
thing. You can fly it now.
and it feels real. It feels like you're really doing it.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean,
My favorite Falcon moment is its comeback in The Force Awakens. That's like my favorite moment. Like,
Yeah.
what about that hunk of junk? And then it ends up like, I mean, I know Rey takes it over and she like pilots the shit out of it, but
how could
That's
she
my
do
favorite
that?
one.
She's never flown anything before.
But
I,
she's a-
I don't care. It's
Exactly.
still,
She-
I still
Neither
think
did
it's a
Luke.
badass comeback.
Yeah.
I
Luke
know.
And
killed the Death Star.
we don't see it in the movie, but she has flown things before. She talks about it.
They've
in-
insinuated that she's a pilot.
yeah,
like,
she does fly things. So
what are we doing?
she flies a freaking speeder. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
we saw the same amount of piloting from Rey that we did from Luke.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no reason to have that discussion, or
Yeah.
not even an argument. Like it's like we did.
Yep.
The Falcon, dude. Like, I mean, it's in every Star Wars. It's in every Star Wars movie, except 1 and 2. It's just iconic as shit. It's in 3. You see it like flying away.
It's not in Rogue One, is it?
It's in episode 3.
It is in Episode 3. Well,
It's
a Corellian freighter is in Episode
Yeah,
3. It
it's-
used to be the Falcon, but Solo changed that.
it's
so,
the Falcon.
I guess,
Okay.
but it doesn't match
you're
up. with-
you're right when it
Yeah.
comes to canon, but
Yeah.
like it's the Falcon. Like if.
Yeah.
But it's just like seeing it in Solo with like the old school shit to it, with it being Lando's ship,
Yeah.
was so
and,
cool.
But we also know that's not like a stock, like Corellian freighter. He
Yeah,
said he
it's-
added
they
like,
added
that
to it.
paint job. He added
It's
the
basically-
escape
it's
pod. It's like a hot rod.
I'm gonna piss Tom off.
Oh,
It's
thank
basically
you.
the Fast and the Furious of Corellian freighters.
Heyo.
Well, Star Wars is about family.
It is.
It is.
Family.
It's all about family.
About family. Vin Diesel's upset.
Yep.
We're getting shirts, by the way, Frosty to the face. I talked
Did
to
you like
Barbie
those?
about that. Yeah.
You liked him?
Well, I mean, we're gonna get a shirt. I think she basically took the idea and she's gonna make a shirt out of it. So
Frosty to the face.
yes.
Love it. I want one.
Evan, what's your number 3?
Number 3. I don't know. These top 3 I've kind of danced around a lot. I don't know which is really my favorite, but I think I've got it nailed down.
I did too, man. I
Number
really struggled with my top 3.
And these 3 are all inspired
didn't.
by each other. So my number 3, really, without this, there is no number 2 or number 1. But my number 3 is the original TIE Interceptor.
That's my
Those
number
things
2.
are beautiful. That's my favorite standard TIE fighter.
Okay.
That's the best standard TIE fighter. It's the fastest. Its shielding isn't the greatest, but it's the fastest one. It's faster than A-Wings even. A-Wings are like the fastest resistance / whatever you want to call them ships, but this is the answer to that. It's better than A-Wings in my book, but That's my favorite looking. They're just, I don't know, something about them. You see a normal TIE fighter, it's just that square, boxy looking
Yep.
wing, but they took that and they made it sharp and scary
and
pointy.
precision. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna cut you down, not
Yeah.
shoot you down. Like it will shoot you down, but
Well,
it
it's
could
funny you
cut
say
ya.
that about the A-Wings. Like, when you play Squadrons on Xbox, did you ever play Squadrons?
No.
That game's awesome. You should play that game. It's the
Oh
shit.
wait.
The
The one
flight
recently.
sim.
the one
Star
that
Wars.
just came out on
like
on
a
Xbox?
year
2
ago,
years
like-
ago.
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I own that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. That's like the replacement in the Empire or the First
Yeah,
Order
that's their
for the
answer.
A-Wings.
A-wing
That's the
class
A-wing,
and X
yeah.
or
It's-
A-wing and then Interceptors are
it's
the
the
same
best.
class.
Those ships are so fun. That
Yep.
game is so it's the shit. That game's
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, that's a great one, dude. It's not on my list, but it should have been.
I've-
That was my number 2, TIE
I've danced
Interceptor.
around.
So I'll
There's
talk about it real
six
Let's
quick.
talk
different
about it.
ties that I
Yeah.
love, but that's my favorite standard tie.
I love it because I know that they made a 5th of the Empire Starfighter fleet on the Battle of Endor. However,
Yeah.
did you know that in Fallen Order, the TIE Interceptor was used by the second sister?
Yes.
So
I love that.
that is a really nice callback of her
Oh, yeah,
actually
it
using
is.
that.
Dope.
It's in
Yeah.
It's a
Fallen
good
Order.
one,
So.
man.
I think that really fits her too.
100%.
It does,
Yeah.
and then you see one flying off on Kashyyyk. When you're on Kashyyyk and the Empire's there, you see one off in the distance.
Yeah.
So, yep,
I just love that like low profile of it. It's
Hell
just
yeah.
like a sports car TIE fighter.
Mhm.
Like if the
Mhm.
TIE fighter was a sports car, that'd be it.
yes.
I'm with you. That's a good one.
All right, Brad. So, what would your number 2 be then?
My number 2 is a pod racer.
Fuck
I knew
yeah.
it'd be up there somewhere.
You know,
Just any pod racer or
pod racer in general. Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
there's. If I had to pick one of all time, I am so torn between Sebulba's.
right?
Sebulba's is
And
badass.
I love Sebulba's.
Yeah.
It's
That sound it makes is
right
like
there.
yeah.
I love you. Got it for me last year, my
did.
birthday.
I did.
It's covered up because the Falcon or Poe's X-wing is so big,
Yeah.
but it's right behind it. Sebulba's pod racer is the shit, but I got a soft spot in my heart for Anakin's. I got a soft spot for Anakin.
Well, his has that like IndyCar sound going around
It's-
the track.
it's
like
just so
I love
sick.
that. It's got
Like,
a great sound and
There's something about we've talked about this at nauseam, but there's something about like a 10-year-old me seeing that and just like being like, that's the shit. Like,
Yeah.
I just think that's the coolest one. I played only as Anakin during the pod racing game on
Based.
N64. It was just that's my shit, and it just looks so cool. It's like iconic looking.
yeah.
When you think of pod racing, who's the first pod racer you think of?
Oh, Anakin.
Sebulba, yeah.
It's-
Anakin, Sebulba,
Sebulba?
second.
No,
No,
it's Anakin,
Sebulba's
then Sebulba.
second.
Yeah.
Anakin's number one, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's Anakin's like with the pointy things off the engine.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking dope. I love it so much.
That's one of the coolest things.
That's
in
one of the
launch
best
bay.
gifts anyone's ever bought me, dude.
Oh, nice. I'm
Like
glad.
for
I'm
real.
glad you love it.
I love it.
That was what I was hoping when I got it. So.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things, man.
I just
Like,
tried to elevate my gift giving to make it as good as
you
yours.
crushed it.
Nice.
Crushed it.
Gosh, yeah.
Nice.
Evan, what's your number dos?
Number 2. Well, without the TIE Interceptor, we would never have got the design for the TIE Silencer, which is
Ooh.
basically Vader's TIE Advanced mixed with a TIE Interceptor. And this was my favorite ship ever until Episode 9. So I might give it away. My Episode 9, my number 1 maybe. But the Silencer is Kylo as a ship. It's perfect. It's very, very menacing. It's huge. It's just like overpowering. I love it's got a different cockpit. There's no other TIE fighter that has like a thin window as its viewport. It's very unique. You tell it apart immediately. You just know that something's different about that TIE fighter.
Mhm.
And it was basically a prototype too. Like there's no other ones of it.
Mhm.
So it's the only one out there, which makes it really cool. And I think that name fits Kylo, especially in
Yeah.
terms of his story and character progression. It's Silencer. He's all about. He knows what he is when he's flying this TIE fighter until that moment comes with Leia. So then he's not really silencing that light side in him. So I think that name fits perfectly, which also probably gives away my number 1. The name of the number 1, I think, fits that situation perfectly. But I don't know. I love the Silencer. It was my favorite, but
Okay.
can't beat it until
Badass.
you can.
Yeah, I love it. My number 2 I said was TIE Interceptor. So, Brad, your number 1.
Number 1 is the B-wing.
Ah, yeah.
It's my favorite ship in Star
Okay.
Wars. It's just
That's very fair.
there's so like few instances of it.
You should
being
have your
around.
character own one. Like, is that his ship? Does he have a B-wing?
Pike Rendessa should own a B-wing.
He should.
The Rendezvous should be a B-wing.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
That's the name of it. Yeah.
I just think they look so cool, man. Like, I don't know. It's not even like the fact that it does anything major or
Well, doesn't the
is a huge
cockpit
part of the
rotate or
camera.
something? Isn't there
It
something?
kind of does. Like the ship rotates around them, but like
Yeah.
I forget what game I played as a kid, but there was a game I played where you played as a B-wing, and it was the shit. I think it was the Rogue Squadron 2 on GameCube.
Okay.
I could be off on that, but like it just looks so cool. There's a video of me breaking down the Rise of Skywalker trailer, I think, where all the ships show up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is B-wing. Like
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
it's just
I
one of
love
the
they
things
brought him back for that.
Me too.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's just one of the things when
I
I
get
see
it.
it, I just go like
It's
it hits my
authentically
heart.
Star Wars.
I just
Yeah.
love it.
It's like your R5.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
it's one
exactly,
random ass thing. but
Exactly.
like,
It's just
yeah.
it's just that thing that shows up and it's there
It
and
makes
there's
you
no
happy.
justification for it. It's just what it is. They made a TVC B-wing. I don't have hundreds of dollars extra, or I would own it right now because I love it so much. But like, I want the B-wing figure. It's just like I love the B-wing, man. It's just so cool looking. There's
is.
nothing that looks like it other than the crate vehicles, which is why I like those crate
Yeah.
vehicles so much.
Yeah.
Because they look like repurposed B-wings, but I just love the B-wing, man. It's so cool to me.
I love that. I love that you love it that much.
I love it.
Some random
Number
ass
one,
thing, but
it's just random.
Yeah.
I like random shit in Star Wars. That's why I
Yeah.
don't think everything needs a backstory.
and that's what's great about Star Wars is there's
Yeah.
so many random little
I mean,
things.
to be real with you, Boba Fett's kind of the B-wing of bounty
Right?
hunters.
Right?
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
imagine
He
if
shows up in the
B-wing-
background for a
Yeah.
second, and that's it.
And
Can you
now all of a
imagine
sudden,
if like
Boba,
now he's
B-wing
got a
was
show.
now the biggest ship and everyone flew B-wing? That's what this would be for Boba
Right?
Fett.
It's just
Boba
just,
Fett's
Yeah.
B-wing.
Not
Good
everything
call.
needs a goddamn backstory. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool to just have.
Well, but the
like-
B-wing does have a backstory. We broke it down already,
we did.
so it doesn't need one.
Bail
but it's got
Organa,
one.
yeah, secretly funding it.
That's why it's called the B-wing.
The B-wing.
Bail.
Bail.
The B-wing.
Bail B.
What's your number one, Evan?
Number one, I gave it away probably already, is the TIE Whisper. That thing that's perfect to me. It's a cross between the Interceptor, between the Silencer, between Vader's TIE Advanced. It's just all of those. It's the best of the best rolled into one. They overpowered
It's not
that
a bad
thing with
number one.
weapons. I think it's got, was it 12 or 13 weapons on it. It's like overkill.
Damn.
Like
It's nuts.
That's Kylo, overkill. Like it's him. And I don't know, it's got that red stripe on it.
He's your favorite
It's-
character. It's
yeah.
the most like ridiculous thing
Yeah.
in a good way because
Yeah.
he's ridiculous, like
Yeah.
in the best way.
Yeah, of course.
It models his grandfather's thing.
Yeah.
Like it's perfect. Like
And
for what your favorite
he had
character
to
is.
make
It's perfect.
two
Yep.
of them just for him, so
Yep.
that's why Rey sadly kills both of those ships. That's why I don't like Rey.
That's
Man.
what
I
it
can't,
is.
can't take her anywhere. That she just
Can't take her anywhere.
I can't. She destroys two beautiful ships, but that red stripe on there is awesome. I don't know. I could talk forever about it. It's my favorite ship. I want it in Lego. That one they haven't done in Lego. They did the Silencer, but not the Whisper.
Okay.
If they ever do that one, I will be buying it,
All right.
or I'll probably make it myself one day. One
What
of the two.
Cal ship is your number one?
The Mantis.
You fuckers guessed it. Yeah.
Is it right?
I was kidding.
it's the
I was
Mantis.
kidding. The
What do you
Mantis
mean
is
you were
beautiful.
kidding? What else was I going to put in number
Man, I
one?
don't know.
I thought it was
The
gonna be like X-Wing or
Mantis, the
something.
luxury
Yeah.
ship piloted by Grease Dritus. Yes.
Yeah.
2 laser cannons on it, Evan.
Yep.
2.
Yep. Two.
Um,
Count them. Two.
Count 'em,
laser
yeah.
cannons.
2 cannons, a.k.a. the Stinger Mantis. My favorite Mantis moment, actually, is a pretty badass one when they rescue Cal off of that moving train.
Wait, it comes
yeah.
in, he
It
jumps
comes-
to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like him and Siri, that's a badass moment for all three of them.
Yeah.
You know, Grease for piloting, Siri for getting him on the ship, and Cal for ultimately making it over there.
That's where
So-
we see the Batuan sporks.
Yeah, that's right.
They use them on the Mantis.
They also make mention of
Do you have one
the
of those?
tip-yip. No, I don't.
They do. Oh, you don't?
I should have given you one for
Do they
fucking
still sell 'em?
Christmas. No,
What?
They don't?
I don't think so. I'm
Well,
pretty sure they're
you
gone.
can-
I mean,
You
I'll
can
look.
look right now.
Here,
they mobile
you keep
order
talking,
them.
I'll
You can,
look.
yeah. Huh.
Mobile order one. They've been closed for 40 minutes.
Yeah, you can't go pick it up now, but
Right,
you could
yeah.
pull it up on the menu.
Yeah,
Dang.
I could always maybe.
I
park
was
out
there.
tomorrow.
I just randomly was lucky enough to be there the day they started selling them.
You sure were.
I think I bought about 40 of them in
Oh my
one day.
God.
He did. I know he did
Yeah.
for a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's definitely the reason why I have one at home, because I bought one that day. That's why I've got one at home
There you go.
for
Okay.
sure.
I stole one from Disneyland's opening day.
Oh nope, you bought one.
I bought one. I
Yep.
bought 2.
Yeah.
I
Right?
bought 2.
Bought
I
two.
bought 2. I bought 2. On that
Hey.
note, our vehicles list is
Well,
done.
do you have a favorite paint job for the Mantis? Because I know you can customize it.
God. Yeah, it's like it's almost like it's close to the closest to like a first order print you can get. It's like a black and red.
I remember
print,
doing
yeah.
that because like Austin has the game, so whenever I played it, I put Cal in his Inquisitor. outfit.
Hell yeah, I
That
fucking
thing
love
is
it.
sick.
That's
Like,
my top TVC figure that I want.
They
Is
should
Cal and
definitely do
Inquisitor.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's not a gaming grades figure yet.
Right?
I
Come
just
on.
don't-
Damn.
Man, but yeah, I always put him in the Inquisitor looking thing.
Yeah.
and
It's
then-
not available.
Dang,
They
no
don't sell
sport.
it anymore.
Damn. Oh well.
I got to get you one.
All right, let's do it.
We'll make it happen.
I will give you one tonight.
Well, that was easier said than done.
Easier
or done
said
than
than-
said.
easier
Easier done than said.
And yours
For sure.
might be either from Disneyland's opening day or it could be from
no.
Disney World. Who
We
knows?
don't know.
Who
I actually used mine last night. You use them?
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, I use them all the time.
It's the
Man.
shit.
That's funny.
All
That was
right.
fun.
So we did it. That was fun. Any last words, gentlemen, before we depart for the last time? Again,
This is
for
really
the
hard.
That's
for
sad.
it's just a calendar turn. We created
know.
time.
Yeah,
we
that's true.
created the concept of time. We're just fucking changing the year
know.
that we call ourselves. That's
you
it.
got this.
It's it.
So when do you leave for Metallica?
So I leave for Phoenix on Tuesday, and then I leave for Metallica Thursday morning, and then Metallica Show 1 is the 17th. Spider-Man No Way Home will be the 18th with Kyle, and then Kyle and I will go to the not Spider-Man. Kyle and I will go to Metallica Night 2 on the 19th, and I come back to Phoenix on the 20th, and I'm in Phoenix to the 28th.
I'm so jealous of you. I'm such a fan at this point.
Fuck yeah.
Where like I'm not like you guys. Like I'm not even close. Like I couldn't hang with a Metallica, but I like them so
Hell
much
yeah.
that like
You're going to watch
I'm
the stream.
I'm gonna watch the streams.
Yeah.
Dude. Like they're so.
Well, you
good
can't hang with
live.
them yet.
I'm
but-
also Metallica canon. We didn't bring this up in the last episode.
That's
That's
true.
right.
Your boy was. Your
Enter
boys
Sandman.
were in Enter Sandman live on their YouTube
Yeah.
channel. So I'm Metallica canon too.
Canon.
Yep.
Hashtag canon.
It's not the same thing as Halo on Fire, but what are you gonna do?
It's still canon.
You're not in the music video,
music
but
video,
what
but-
are you gonna do?
I'm on their YouTube
You're not
channel.
friends with them. Like somebody is.
Somebody's got their fucking He can.
Yeah.
He can just message James Hetfield and be
I
like,
know.
"What's up, guy?"
He's been
He just
doing
did
it
it
all
right
show.
now.
Yeah,
He's
that's
been
what
like,
I'm
"Hey,
saying.
I'm gonna be at HQ in a few days."
Man.
Dude, that's so. I really want one of those fucking shirts.
You know what we should do for our first?
Yeah,
first
oh
show
my
back?
God, they're
we
so
should
good.
do like
I really think I need. Did I message you this about the other day, or did I just think that I messaged
No,
you?
you said you wanted a 40.
I want a 40
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I got you.
I gotta have one.
Yeah.
Like, this is so fucking dope.
you know what we should do our first show back because we haven't done it yet. We all got to go
Blow
to
each other?
Oga's. Well,
What?
no, we can do that at Oga's.
At
Let's
Oga's?
do it
Take-
at Oga's.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
We haven't done that, have we?
No, all three of us have not been there.
Let's do it. I'll bring the recorder. We'll record our Oga's experience.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Merry Christmas, Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day,
I love
Merry
you
Christmas,
guys.
Happy Holidays,
This
Happy
is,
everything.
Yeah, I love you guys.
It's weird. I'm not
too.
gonna see you guys for like 3 weeks.
I mean, I'm gonna be in town. So,
I mean, I'll see you tomorrow,
right?
Yeah.
and I'm sure I'll see you whenever you're gonna walk across the street.
Walking
Like
is hard.
Like
Okay.
we don't live 40 seconds from each other. Like,
So again, let me
pretty
just
close.
wrap up what's coming for the show. These shows obviously will be posted, and then after you'll get a bonus from Kyle and I talking about Metallica, DC, Marvel, Spider-Man No Way Home. Definitely we'll be talking about that.
Oh man, we didn't even
For
mention
sure.
that you're caught up on Hawkeye.
Oh,
caught up.
you are. And
Kingpin's
then
coming.
Brad will be putting like a best of together, and then that'll be like post, and then we'll be back before you know it. In 2022,
2022, the year
20
of Jedi Talk, guys.
2022 is going to be a big year for Star Wars, big year for DC too. So I'm going to be very hyped for everything.
It's just a big year in general. I think we're getting back to normal. The Omicron,
I'm already
they
back to
tried
normal.
to scare people and it didn't work.
Yeah, because it's mild.
If
and
you're gonna get COVID, that's the way to go.
it's doing what variants do. So it's a
Die
good-
over
it's-
time.
They're dying
Yes,
over time.
yeah,
So it's
yeah. So it's
No masks on the Halcyon. That's all.
Ugh,
I
I'm
all I
hoping,
gotta say.
man.
No masks.
that
on
should be the
Halcyon.
last thing
I'm gonna
today.
be so
No
mad
masks
if
on the
my
Halcyon.
voyage is masks, and then for you guys you don't. I'm gonna be like, I want my money back right now.
I mean, I'd hate it for you, but I'd be happy for me.
I'll be
Yeah.
happy for you guys, but I'll be like, really, man.
Yeah, I don't think we will. I think
I hope so.
like I would rather just go
Make
and
me
like
sign a
daily
waiver
test
or daily test or
something. Like
something.
give me something where I don't have. Are they gonna make those actors with the blue makeup?
No, because they don't make like Ray or
I know. So
All them
I'm
do
like,
it, so.
I think they're gonna drop it. Like
Yeah.
Universal did.
Oh, I love Universal.
Universal's right
Wasn't
now
that
is the way
great?
to go. It was the
Wasn't that
best.
great going
To
through
not to like
queues
reach in your
without it?
pocket
Yeah.
and like not even thinking about it. Like it's
Yeah.
the best.
Anytime you go in a store,
SeaWorld's the same way.
restaurant,
Like it's just
I
like
love it. Yeah.
so. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Holy shit, we're wrapped up another year of Jedi Talk. This is nuts. We're on our 6th year of Jedi
they just
Talk,
keep getting
man.
better every year.
Every year. So
I don't know if we can
You're
beat adding
welcome.
Tom. I don't know.
if we can beat what?
Adding Tom.
Oh,
I don't know.
if we had Alex here,
Adding
with all
Helen
four
was
of
a pretty
us-
good addition.
Helen was
I
a
got
good
it, yeah.
addition. I truly think the best version of Jedi Talk would be all three of us sitting here plus Alex.
By
Yeah.
far.
Like,
By far.
because he just knows so much. Like, it's like having an encyclopedia right here for Star Wars Newsnet. Like, that's so nuts. He writes for that. And
He's a Wikipedia. That's what
what's
he
so
is.
weird is that like I was a fan of Star Wars Newsnet before he wrote for them because of Jedi Talk.
That's awesome.
I was writing for Inside the Magic at the time, so I couldn't like
Right.
do it. But like he writes for them because of the show, so it's nuts, man. Thank you to everyone who listens to the show. We love you. Have a great Christmas. Have a happy New Year, and we'll see you on the other side in 2022. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight!